So how do you get a 70% open rate on all of your emails consistently? Now, if you know me, you know my style. I like to get straight to the point. So let's do exactly that. It really comes down to two core components. The first one is your email infrastructure. And in so many cases, I see sales leaders, I see founders, I see salespeople get this component wrong. And a big part of that is because we've come up in an era where we just, people are just purchasing sales engagement tools, whether it's a sales loft or an outreach or, any of these tools that enable you to basically connect an email account and start sending messages. Now, the big challenge with this, the big challenge with this is because these tools are not specifically developed with cold email in mind, it means that once you just connect up your email account and start sending messages en mass, what you don't notice is that you're pretty much burning your email accounts and burning your account domains. What do I actually mean by that? What I mean is that you've got to think about, you are generally sending messages that the recipient has not necessarily asked for. So because of that, you're at higher risk of getting spam complaints. You're at higher risk of your messages not necessarily resonated and then just getting lost in the ether. And all of this will negatively affect the score that an email service provider such as Gmail or Outlook will have for your particular email account or for your domain. And if this continually gets lower and lower, what can happen is that it will ruin your email deliverability rates, i.e., you think you're sending a message successfully, but it's not actually hitting the inbox. It's ending up in your recipient's spam box. And if that's happening, all of your efforts are just completely wasted, ultimately. So the first bit that you have to get right is your email infrastructure. You've got to configure it in a way where you're actually in a scenario where your messages are getting to the inbox. There's a number of different ways to create a best-in-class email infrastructure. There's various different ways to go about this. For some users, what they'll do is have one domain and two mailboxes to that one domain, or sometimes three, to basically spread the risk. So they'll set up many different website domains for their particular business and then again split the load with the amount of email inboxes to them. There's then a number of different ways you want to validate those particular mailboxes and those domains. There's some technical jargon which I'm not going to go into on this particular video, but you can do your own research on it. And then this will put you in a position where in essence you're signaling to the email service providers that you've got a domain and email inboxes that should be trusted. And when you've done this over a period of time through what we call a warm-up period, you can start to build trust and establish yourself as being reputable in the names of the domain providers, the Microsofts, the Googles, etc. If you actually want any support with any of this, because it can get pretty complex depending on the level that you want to go to, do give us a shout here at Fetch. This is exactly what we do. We're email deliverability consultants. So we work with you to drive up your open rates, your reply rates, and really the success of your infrastructure and your campaigns. So you're getting to the inbox and you're actually generating qualified sales leads. So if you want some support with this, go on my LinkedIn, scroll down, you'll see the option to book a call, or just go on our website, www.fetched.ai, that's FETCHED.ai, and you can book a call with us. We'll talk through your existing situation and discuss how we can potentially be helpful. Now, I said this video is all about your open rate. So the second component of having a best-in-class open rate is your subject line, because really you've got two ingredients to this. You've got to have an infrastructure that actually means you get to the inbox so that your email can be open. And then the second component is having a subject line that actually prompts a click. Now, with subject line, some of the core ingredients I like to say that you should consider is you want to lead with curiosity. So generally questions work really well, fewer words, but lead with curiosity. You've got to have something that someone thinks, I need to open this, right? If you have something that feels too salesy or just has jargon, you're significantly lowering your chances of your message actually getting opened. And if it doesn't get opened, it's not getting read. And if it doesn't get read, you have no chance of it converting into a qualified sales opportunity or a booked call. So the two main things to consider when it comes to your open rate is you need great infrastructure and you need a great subject line. If you have those two things, you have done really the first port of call, which is let me get this thing opened in the first place. I hope you found this video helpful in some way. If you have, please do like, comment, share and subscribe. And as mentioned, get in touch with us if you can do with some help and support on this topic or anything that is cold email related. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.